What is up, guys? My name's Shax. I'm gonna make a little build video with my favorite gear set, which I should say is actually a very old build. What I mean by that? 6 patches old, yet still works today with the guns I've so far tested that works well, which one of them being the house, another being a Tommy gun, another being the MG5, and I'll show you why I put the Tommy gun and MG5. And G36, because it's the most stable assault rifle of all the assault rifles in the game, while still hitting very, very hard, with a decent rate of fire and accuracy. And its talent that people despise actually works really well with this build, keeping the damage up no matter what. Anyway, the build I'm going to be showing you is a 1.5 Hexo. This is what it looks like. A lot of people says it's squishy. I kind of agree, but it's a supporting role. It's the guy that goes around the enemy team, throws a grenade on them, and just melts them. A lot of people wonders what's the difference between real DPS and fake DPS. Well, fake DPS would be basically saying I have 18k base damage at 500,000 DPS. Real DPS is where you have 24.3k base damage or higher at 500,000 or 500,000 DPS. The difference between the two, one being lower than the other, is because one that has a lower has more reload speed, more accuracy, more stability, which counts towards, well, DPS, which DPS is, yes, a fake number, and no, not really a fake number at the same time, if you put it right together. I'm slowly optimizing this, but I have my chest piece rolled to firearms with enemy armor damage and ammo capacity and health. Very useful. The mods I have on my gear are either 256 or higher stamina mods, stamina crit chance mods. The mask is Tenacious rolled to firearms with crit chance. If you can be lucky and find one with, let's say, shock resist, because people like to use shock turrets, this mask would be nice. I tried Pharaoh's mask. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's really shitty. I'm just saying it's not bad. It's not bad. But the Firecrest I've been trying to do firearms build with, it's quite shitty. So Tenacious or Refreshed, which I have right here. Oh, never mind. It's probably in stash. Refreshed works really well. Gives you 36% extra healing while at your final segment, which basically makes your skill power quite more useful. Then I have short pulse roll to firearms, crit damage, blah blah blah, stamina crit chance mod, self heal because it's very important. A lot of people spice Kernel Bliss being shitty, but if you read this, if you get all your stacks up to 9, is the highest, easy. When you have a 93, or you shoot it twice, or 3 times actually, you get 9 stack, you do lots and lots and lots of damage. This is why it's very good. Plus it's a good striker counter, because if you read striker, if I have it on my character, I don't have it on my character, but striker says that it's a special ability where heals can be EMP'd. Here's the striker. Yeah, I'm a noob. I could have done the faster way, but I don't care. Where is it? I know I have striker somewhere. There. If you can see all that, people say you can EMP them to remove the stack. Right here, I think. I don't know, all I know is when I EMP them, they don't get the heals, which is nice. And then I have this, roll to stamina, just to keep my toughness up, crit damage. And this, roll to firearms. As you can see, all my pieces have firearms on them, except my backpack. But all my mods are stamina crit chance, to make my crit chance really high. I have vicious and deadly account counter on my house, which I would recommend if you try to find one to make a crit chance damage build. Do so because it's very good. Like this for most SMGs except Tommy guns and maybe the Midas, maybe. Midas being a very good pred counter because it lowers the bleed stacked with the EDR, making the bleed do pretty much nothing to you. But I've tested some EDR stuff and found EDR to be very useless. But in solo mode, this build shreds NPCs, which I'll have a clip of, and shreds players too, which I also have going to have some clips in this video. You can look at crit chance, rate of fire, stability, or rate of fire magazine size. On the magazine, I could go with the more crit damage, but I don't find the need for it. I kind of find the rate of fire to be the best for this SMG. As you can see, I might need a better sight, but for now, this is good enough. Muzzle brake is pretty good, and the foregrip is very good. I'm running G36 with Deadly Brutal, but as you can read, focused, no skills on cooldown, 10% extra weapon damage, and if you pop his heal and remove that, give you 5%, so you lose a little damage, but you still do quite a lot of damage versus the base damage of the gun, which the house has until you use Count Counter. For it, I have this, slightly worse magazine than the house, but still very good. Large optic, same like the house. Muzzle brake, same like the house, and exactly 100% the same foregrip, because they were selling it a few months ago in the special equipment vendor, I think. And I picked a couple of them up because I saw it was a very good deal, and they were very good. For Tommy guns, to make this build work really well with Tommy guns, you need to have a damage style build, like brutal and responsive, because you can't stack crit chance or crit damage due to lack of mods. All you can do is magazines. But a Tommy gun, I've found some situations to shred, and I have one little clip of me killing a player outside of Last Stand, which for some odd reason Last Stand buffs my builds, so I'm pushing nearly 600,000 DPS in Last Stand with 420 toughness, hahaha, boo-hoo-hoo, hehehe, and about 125,000 skill power, but it's very good. Tommy gun's a very nice gun. Thompson, not so much. I also tried this AUG. It's actually very nice. If you go right now, which is going to be uploaded after this video, I think today, or I should say tonight, is your last chance to pick up this AUG at the special equipments vendor in the base of operations, which is that vendor right where next to the steps that lead you to underground, and right beside Candle's place. This MG5, this is what I use on my Lone Star, melts, and it actually works really well with this Hexo. 93R, don't really care about it. I just use it just because it stacks this really quickly. If I used the sawed off, it'll put me to an 8 stack instantly, but if I shoot one more time, he'll put the EMP. It's very useful if you want to put the EMP instantly on the player, but if you want to get maximum stacks, I go with 93R because you can get fairly quickly as well, compared to these two pistols, which takes time. But just to go over, I have enemy armor damage health. You can probably put skill power instead of enemy armor damage, but I find enemy armor damage to do a little bit of extra damage on players, because this damn build's all about damage. It just gives you extra damage. And the health helps a lot. Unless I have crit chance. Just going over as a review so you can see what I have. I have shock and bleed resist. Doesn't work on Pred, sadly. If it did, I would be in love, but it doesn't, which makes me sad. So I think you can stack up to about 75% bleed resist or so. Something like that. Maybe even higher with some purple mods if you can find some. Because I know purple mods are like the weird ones where you can get like low roll like electronics with health or with ammo capacity on it. It's just weird. But yeah, I have crit damage to maximize the crit damage and crit chance. Specialist backpack, crit damage, burn resistance. Useful in shock turrets or flame turrets, but not in Pred. Oh shit. It's useful in flame turrets. I thought I was looking at bleed resist. I would go with more crit chance, but I couldn't, so I had to roll firearms on it because these were the best gloves I had for Skull MC. But it has SMG damage and crit damage, still works very well. If it had more crit chance, I would make my G36 better, but then again, if I hit headshots, I'm already doing quite a lot of crit chance. This holster is not the best. I can get more electronics and toughness out of it if I optimize it fully, which that's what I'm going to do. I could go with more crit damage or crit chance, but I couldn't, so I went with reload speed, which helps a lot. The house's crit chance and crit damage is 51% crit damage, 124% crit damage. This is very nice. G36, I've been testing it a little bit. Haven't killed anyone in PvP yet, but in PvE, it's just a nasty thing. Has the same crit damage as the house, but less crit chance just because of the assault rifle. And this is basically the Hexo. That's what I run. But I like builds that do a lot of damage, and for some odd reason, when I'm bursting pred with their 9k stamina, I delete them like they're made of paper, pretty much. Sometimes I have to cheat. People will say cheat because, well, pred users run turrets. I don't. I just run shock grenades. See, look at my house. It was at 519. Now it's at 593. If I do this, just a proc high damage card. I'm pushing almost 700,000 DPS at 32.6. And for this, I'm almost pushing 30k. Still hits fairly hard. But yeah, this is why I think this Hexo is nice. Sometimes when you're in a group, it's easier to do stacks with the pistol because you can just do this. Get those stacks. Or EMP the striker guy and just unload on him to get so he doesn't become tanky with his heals. But other than that, this build's very nice. And this is my favorite build I've been using lately for the past few weeks. It hits fairly hard and it's a very nice build. This is how I put mine together. I've seen a lot of variations where they put classified gear. I tried classified gear, it just makes me more tankier, do less damage. I'm all about the pure damage, so that's why I do it this way. Because I get tenacious, Colonel Bliss holster is very useful, Barrett's and Skull MC glyphs are very useful, Specialized is very useful, and short bows comes in clutch every single time, as long as you don't shock yourself or grenade yourself, which tends to happen because, well, the fuse on grenades are quite quick, as you can see. Other than that, my name is Shax Gaming. I hope you enjoyed my build video. This is my Hexo. More builds coming up soon, like my Classified Predator. As you can see, it's Tactician Pred. I'm going to do more in depth of this. This build sucks in PvE, rocks in PvP. As for my Hexo, it's an all-around good build. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you in the next one. Peace. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. And here's some gameplay of the what this Hexo can do actually. I'm just going to label PvP, PvP, and some PvE moments. I'm going to write PvE on top of the screen so you guys can know what I can do to NPCs, what I can do to players. But without ado, catch you in the next one. Peace.